Byleth, the protagonist of Fire Emblem Three Houses, is our final character in this Smash DLC pack, and the internet has totally exploded at the announcement for better and worse. But I'm here to tell you why another Fire Emblem character actually makes sense.
We do it for the fans.
What's up, YouTube? Justin here with the Den of Nerds Gaming. Yes, here with a video for the brand new relaunch of the gaming channel. I'm super happy to have you all back here, and I'm super excited to do this video for you all, even though my throat's a little bit sore. Please forgive me. I've got some news for you all at the tail end of the video, but first, let's get into the news. So the latest Nintendo Direct did reveal the final DLC character for this Fighters Pack of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and it is Byleth, another Fire Emblem character in a truly audacious move by Sakurai. If you're not super up to date on Smash news, this pack also gave us 4 Smash newcomers previously. We got Joker from Persona 5, we got the Hero from Dragon Quest, we got Banjo and Kazooie from Banjo-Kazooie, and finally, Terry Bogard from the Fatal Fury and King of Fighters series of games. So Byleth ends up rounding out this DLC lineup as a pretty big departure from the previous trend of brand new characters from brand new series never featured before in Smash. A lot of people really expected another newcomer in this wave of DLC. Now, I saw a lot of speculation online, going from Dante from the Devil May Cry series, to Sora from Kingdom Hearts, to Cosmos from the cult classic Xenosaga games, and even the Puyo Puyos from Puyo Puyo. Lots of hype, I know, for a ton of people that sort of ended up falling flat when we got this Fire Emblem reveal. But gang, we gotta sit down and talk about why this shouldn't really come as a surprise to you, and why this is actually a good thing and a smart move for Nintendo overall. And yeah, I know some of you may think this is simply me trying to sway public opinion because I'm a known Fire Emblem fan. What I'm gonna be giving you all, though, is simple, raw numbers. Numbers that go far beyond what Sakurai personally wants. And let's be real here, Sakurai is on record being a huge, huge Fire Emblem fan. Okay, enough poking fun, let's go into stats a bit. Fire Emblem Three Houses did very well. Super well. The last reported figures I have were back in October, where the game had sold 2.29 million copies, and at that time was projected to pass 3 million by the end of the year, which it almost certainly has. Makes it the best-selling game in the entire series at that point, surpassing the 2.94 million copies sold for Fire Emblem Fates. The game itself, too, not only critically acclaimed with an 89 Metacritic score from 101 critics, but even fans who have played it in general are overall incredibly positive on the game. Straight from me, my personal opinion, yeah, it's a great game. And this is from someone who hasn't even liked every Fire Emblem game. Fates? Garbage. Total trash. But Three Houses? Fantastic. But Fire Emblem didn't just print money from the Switch point of view. Nope, we've got to dive into a market that I'm pretty sure you didn't even consider when thinking about Fire Emblem and the money it's made Nintendo so far. That's right, we gotta talk about mobile. Fire Emblem Heroes straight up prints money when it comes to Fire Emblem titles. Period. It does. But don't just take my word for it. Here's a graph. We all love graphs. Everyone should love graphs. They give you so much information. And this graph in particular shows worldwide Nintendo mobile revenue. And yeah, you're reading that right. This isn't a fever dream. Fire Emblem Heroes has made $618 million. That's insane. That's a very lucrative IP. To give you some idea, Breath of the Wild, in selling 10.3 million copies, made the same amount of money. People seem to treat Fire Emblem like it's this no-name IP, and Nintendo has no reason to sink so much time, effort, and money into it. And that's just wrong, gang. Fire Emblem is hype. It's legit as important to Nintendo's revenue as Mario, Zelda, or Pokemon. That's just raw numbers. No lie. So even though Byleth, this Fire Emblem character arriving in Smash, may be spun by other content creators as something unimportant, a mistake on Nintendo's part, we can now see from this info that Byleth is a big-name character from the best-selling game of one of Nintendo's most lucrative franchises. Byleth is important, no matter how you want to slice it. And now that we've sort of established that, yes, Byleth is actually important to Nintendo from a monetary perspective, I want to talk about the whole quote-unquote just another sword character.
I see. Too many swordsmen, are there?
Criticism Byleth has received. Let's just go simple really quick. Byleth doesn't just have a sword. You would have seen that if you didn't shut off the trailer 1 second in after you went enraged. We clearly see that there is a lance, an axe, and a bow Byleth wields in conjunction with that sword. So even at base, just from an aesthetic perspective, Byleth fills more of a weapon master role rather than a straight sword character. But even then, and I cannot stress this enough as somebody who's played a lot of Smash, not all sword characters play the same. You know, it's kind of funny, this little bit of hypocrisy I see from time to time. You have those people out there craving for Smash to be considered this really legitimate fighting game by the majority, for all those detractors who want to say Smash is just a party game to sort of recognize Smash's greatness, recognize the true tech that goes into playing Smash at a high level. And yet, a lot of people in those same circles who tout this thing fall into this trap of lumping all of the sword characters the same just because they use the same weapon or they're from the same series. Anyone who has spent a significant amount of time in Smash can tell you that's not true in the slightest. Cloud is not going to play the same as Shulk, who's not going to play the same as Corrin, or Ike, or Marth, or whoever. They all have different nuances to their playstyle. Whether these are minor changes like Ryu and Ken in Street Fighter, or even major changes between similar characters like Ryu or Akuma. Even with these slight similarities these characters have at their core, when it comes to actually utilizing them effectively, all of these characters run very, very differently. So that's my spiel for you. Byleth's inclusion, while maybe not being the most exciting, is perfectly fine, and honestly makes a ton of sense given Fire Emblem's state. Remember, there's 6 more DLC characters that are still slated to come from Smash Ultimate, so people are going to get quite a few more characters for the game's already expansive roster to play around with eventually. As far as my own personal feelings on Byleth's inclusion, it's fine. I don't really personally care one way or another despite being a Fire Emblem fan. If we wanted to go latching on to the faintest of hopes from the leaks, I was really hoping Cosmos would get announced along with a complete remaster of the Xenosaga games, but I'm just going to have to sit and wait and dream for that to maybe become a reality someday. Go play them if you haven't. They're cult classics for a reason. And if you've stuck around to this point, you actually care about the informative portion of the video. So, welcome to the relaunch of the Den of Nerds Gaming. Josh and I hope that you're going to enjoy all of this gaming content we're going to be putting up here in the coming weeks, months, years, etc. Not only will we be uploading old videos from our previous library, but we also have a bunch of fresh new content coming your way. And with 2020 having games like the Final Fantasy VII Remake, Cyberpunk 2077, that new Avengers game I know Josh doesn't think is very good, you heard him, but there's a lot of stuff that we have to talk about for 2020's year in gaming. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, share with your friends, your family, maybe grandma's looking for something new to watch on YouTube, whatever. We're really going to dig in and commit to expanding this new arm of the Den in this coming year. Alright, and this wouldn't be a Den of Nerds video without checking that nerd card, so let's make sure we do that before we get out of here. Now, Byleth's main weapon in 3 houses, as well as Smash Ultimate, is the Sword of the Creator. But in Smash Ultimate, Byleth is wielding 3 other legendary weapons from Fire Emblem. What are the names of those legendary weapons? Go ahead and let us know the answer down in the comments for a chance at a shout out in a future video. I hope you're all having an awesome and nerdy day, and I'll see you all in the next video.